My husband and I just bought a house, and my cousin came to adopt my son to me. From then on, all the houses, savings and cars I worked hard for were eaten by my cousin's family, and our family froze to death on the street. When I opened my eyes again, I returned to the day when my cousin adopted my house. Chien, it's not a problem that you are old and childless. Your cousin's family just gave birth to another one. Why don't you adopt it? This will not only lighten his family's burden, but also help you to stay behind. Mother sighed and her brow was full of concern, as if she was really thinking of my daughter. No, Mom, it's better to have children at home. Besides, in this age, it doesn't matter if you have children, as long as we young couples have a good time. Now I'm happy. When you get old and suffer, Mom can still harm you. If you have a child, your home can be lively. Maybe if you raise it, you can have your own child. Besides, your cousin doesn't have a serious job, so it's better to share some points with your cousin. Mom kept on persuading. Hearing this, I suddenly became angry. Mom, if you can't afford it, don't have it. It doesn't make sense that his children always have to be raised by my sister. Your partiality is your business. Don't take me with you. My mother has always been partial to my cousin since I was a child. Even my college expenses were taken by my mother to buy my cousin an Apple mobile phone. But my mother couldn't understand me, so she called my uncle's family home that night. Chien, come on, hold the baby. I'll cook. Your nephews should be hungry. Just got home from work. My mother stuffed my baby into my hand when it was less than 3 months old. My aunt is even more hypocritical for my sake. Chien, this man can't live without children. You can get used to the feeling of being a mother in advance. It's unfilial not to have a baby, but to be poked in the spine. For the sake of relatives, I'll adopt the baby to you. Chien, don't be ungrateful. My uncle's eloquent appearance seems that they are willing to adopt their children, so I should be grateful and treat them as ancestors. Uncle and aunt, thank you for your kindness, but Chien and I have no plans to have children. Seeing that I don't eat hard or soft, my mother swept over and scolded me. What are you talking about? You just buy and sell. Your uncle and cousin care about you and are willing to adopt. You've been studying for so many years, and you've really read it in the dog's stomach. Seeing that something was wrong, my wife finally came out of the room. Brother-in-law, everyone is doing it for your own good, so don't be angry. Tell you what, Xiaobo will stay with you first, and you can try to bring it. If you still don't make it after a month, my sister-in-law will take him back. Okay? Sister-in-law, don't try. I'm sure, but I won't. However, a few days later, my husband went to Hainan for a business trip. I went home alone and saw that my uncle's family had gone back, but my cousin's children were left at home. Mom, I thought we said we couldn't continue. Why did the child stay? What are you yelling about? Your mother? I don't want this child. What's wrong with staying a few more days? Unbelievable. I called my best friend to pick me up. As a result, she found a special medicine bottle not long after she came to my house. Chien, what is the contraceptive in your vitamin bottle? Share. Are you mistaken? I've always wanted to get pregnant. How can I take birth control pills? I am a gynecologist. How can I make a mistake? Who gave you this vitamin? Yes, it's my mother. In this way, my cousin's family can naturally occupy my house and deposit. She really spared no effort to kill her own daughter for the sake of her uncle's family. In that case, I must avenge this. Just as I was about to leave a note, my mother came back from outside with the children. Chien, where are you going? I'm going to live at Cher's house. Isn't it just to take Xiaobao to stay for a few days? You can't tolerate it. You ungrateful Bai Wenhang. Don't come back if you have the ability to leave. A few days later, my husband, who just caught his breath on a business trip, found that I was not at home and came to my best friend's house. Chien, why did you move out? I gave a general account of what happened, and asked him to go to the hotel for one night and continue his business trip tomorrow. When I sell my house these 2 days, I will fly to Hainan to find him. Let's just sell the house and stay away from them, so we won't be afraid of their entanglement. If you really think about it, how about going to Hainan? I will go to Hainan to expand new projects in the future, where there is great prospect. In the last life, it was because my cousin adopted a child that my husband gave up this rare opportunity. I will naturally seize this opportunity in this life. The next day, I went to the hospital for an examination accompanied by Cher, and I learned that my body was fine. So I put down the new arrival. A week later, the agent contacted me. Someone wanted to see the house. I pushed the door open with people. In an instant, a large family came into view. The whole room is a mess. Aren't you coming back? Your cousin's children should go to primary school next year. Let your cousin live in this house. After all, the teaching quality in the city is good. Dream. I'm selling this house, and you all move out at once. What's the matter? Is this room for sale or not? Sell. Don't worry. This property right certificate is mine, and they have no right to interfere, as long as I can pay the full amount. I want 100,000 less. This opportunity is rare. Don't sell. You sell the house. What about your cousin's children going to school? Get out of the way, or I'll call the police. Mom wanted to say something, but she was stopped by her uncle's family. The young couple were very satisfied and agreed to pay the money in the bank in the afternoon and go through the transfer formalities. Sold 9 million. As a result, my mother rushed up and reached out to me again. Since I sold the house, give me half of the money I sold. No way. Chien, this is your fault. My aunt also wants to save it for you. That is, how can a girl get so much money? It's better to leave it to your mother for safekeeping. Rest assured, it's you. Don't worry. Who doesn't know? If the money goes to my mother, it will definitely go to my uncle. No, You'd better move quickly if you have the luxury. I made a house transaction in the afternoon, and after the house transfer formalities are completed, I plan to go to Hainan. But at this moment, my mother called me and asked me to go to Zhongnan Road. I went to the appointed place, only to find that my mother was not there. I didn't know she was in the nearby Huanyu sales department until I called. I walked over helplessly, feeling that my mother was going to have another moth. Sure enough, as soon as I found her in the crowd, I found my cousin and sister-in-law there. Qian, you're here. Look, this house is nice, isn't it? It has 3 bedrooms and 1 living room, and the north and south are transparent. It's just enough for your uncle's family to live in, which is 2 million. Go and pay the money.